half an hour in Blender and having that tool. So I think the last thing that I would put a spotlight on is AI creator tools. They're already here. They're getting better. It's not only for people that couldn't learn Blender in 2021 that are going to have these kinds of powers, but content generation tools like what a kid called Beast is making, like what Doodle's DreamNet is making, where you can put in your IP, put in your NFTs, put in your favorite collectibles, and it'll give you a meme. It'll give you a full AI video, a storyline, a comic, and it's just instant. So I think that that's a lot of things that I'm really excited about. I turned bullish. I actually turned emo first. I grew out my hair and turned emo, and then I turned really bullish on a lot of things that are cooking up. I'm almost out of breath here, but thank you for listening to my TED Talk and why I'm so bullish on Monad, on Ape Chain, on op.xyz, and on Decentraland, and that's where my heart is. That's where I'm cooking. Love you guys.
Thank you, Doc. I am also bullish on the OP. Some of the others you mentioned, I haven't had a chance to dabble in, but so if anybody's interested, there we are like realizing just a few limitations that if you want to have a badge on your land, the API that Rustan set up, you do have to go through, like if you're going to do it through the Decentraland community, the unofficial Decentraland community, talk to Alan, talk to Rustan, or talk to myself. We're the ones that can get you set up with that badge. The open page pass doesn't actually let you do that. There's some limitations to the number of communities that poor Rustan can join. So I think that the next route we're gonna have to do is, maybe bite the bullet and, like, I don't know, something decentralized, kind of like CBD goes off and does the same thing Rustan's doing, so that then we could host for 4 people. Rustan could still host for 4 people, because right now I think we're tapped out. If you want to have that OP badge tied to your private community, like when I tried to do an OP badge to La Cantina, I couldn't do that. So I took the La Cantina badge and just made it route right to Decentraland, because there's also a lot of value in that. Like right now, having all of these badges, like the Pennies for Purgatory or In Purgatory badge, come right back to the unofficial Decentraland community, lets that community get lower and lower in the rankings. And, like, I don't know, maybe just top 10 would be really swaggy. I don't know.
You mean higher in the rankings?
Higher, yeah, but like lower, like we're not to say we're counting, but we're number 20 right now, and we need to pump up those numbers, boys. So we need higher ranking, but like lower number. Like we want to be, when you go to that page, Decentraland is like what you see. And Rustan, if you're listening, I figured out another way we can do that today. So
real quick, I did want to say, so yeah, OP Pass holders can join 4 communities. I think maybe eventually, and I know we do have Kim and Decentraland in here, maybe one day it will prove enough value to the point where Decentraland might want to allocate some funds to the enterprise level, where you are not limited to 4. Maybe Decentraland can make an official community and they would have like full API access. I do know that they do have a package for that. I'm not very familiar with what it entails, but who knows? Maybe we'll get to that point. Maybe just so many people will be requesting this, and as things start ramping up and opening up to the public, I think that maybe there might be a bigger demand for this that might call for that.
I was gonna say, have you guys talked to Juan about it? This would be a great opportunity. Talk to him, see what's needed, and then he can kind of package something up for us so we understand it better.
I did just like, and this is kind of nuts and bolts and stuff, but I did. I did use the little bit of the jumpstart just to kind of like jumpstart this, and so yeah, I'll talk to him further. I think we're seeing the value in it, like as we're unrolling this. So I think that as we go forward, we'll just have that conversation and figure out like what the best way is to do this, because it does take a little bit of work to make sure that you don't put a typo in somebody's badge like I kind of did on ends and then I realized it after it's too late. So like yeah, we will be in touch with him, and I think that honestly I think everybody this is like a cheap free way to incentivize people to come to your land. And I think that, as time goes on, it's just, you're going to want to have this. If you don't, I mean, I don't know. Like, remember how you'd get to somebody's land and if they didn't have a POAP, you're like, oh, okay. And if you're not
This
away a wearable every week, that gets expensive. This is like such a good way to do it. Go ahead, Sin.
no, yeah, if they didn't have a POAP, party goers would be like, this is not a sophisticated party.
Yeah, and like for myself, I mean, I'm still learning all the coding and stuff. Like I don't have the technical ability to put a wearable dispenser on my property yet. I will someday, I'm getting there. But like this is so easy. I'm not a coder and I did it. Rustan helped me do it in like 10 minutes. Um all of the information you need is hosted on the CBD Discord. It's under the OP community. It's a closed channel, but it gives you the video tutorials and then also all the resources, like the pieces that you're going to need to download to put on your scenes. So, like literally, if I can do it, we all can do it. And it's just, I don't know, it's just it's a really neat way to see it. I'm like mentally thinking that this Pennies in Purgatory is like the official, Decentraland Music Festival badge, because it's like the closest thing. Like you had to be there to get it, and 180 people claimed it. Like that's crazy. I hope we can get Alan to 200. That'd be real special too.
Are you still at the Beast Hideout? Because I just wanted to add, and I'm OP for life. Let's go. Dr. Drip also, in the meantime of raising those chickens, also was the creator of the Kid Called Beast Party Pad wearable, the shirt, and it was co-designed, or the visual design was made by Raph, and Dr. Drip cooked that up for the AKCB family. So let's not add, while he's wrangling chickens and saving badges and taking over the world, he's also making wearables for the family.
Yeah, I was stoked on that tall tee. I really love it. I can't take it off. Um, I did share up above two posts. The first one is Rustan's first mintable set on op.xyz, and it is sick. The second one is my death metal hoodie that's gonna be available to mint on there, and you get a little preview of the design. It's pretty rad. I can't wait to wear it in person.
This
Hey,
man
can I?
has me out. Oh.
So, hey, I just want to say one quick thing. Thank you, Dr. Drip, for your kind words. I super appreciate it, and thank you for helping me with the ordinals. I hadn't gotten back to you yet, but your time, I really appreciate it. Time is very valuable these days. You were generous with it and very thorough with your explanation, and it has helped. And I will talk to you probably in the future about metadata. And super quick shout out. I feel like I want to thank Lastrum as well and Rustan for helping with some parts of the build. And I just want to thank you all for being here today and for visiting the shrine. And it was a lot of fun, and have a great final day at the festival. Thanks for everything. I'll get out of here now.
Dude, I just want to say I'm always happy to help anytime. It never bugs me. If anyone wants to chat ordinals, hop in my DMs. We can nerd it up. Yeah, I just want to say any freaking time, bro.
It's super appreciated. Really appreciate that, man.
By the way, I'm sorry, Canessa, but I just so happened to pick up the coolest penny. Could even be cooler than yours.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But you could try. I mean, I think my penny is pretty cool. But let's make another art gallery with our art.
With our pennies.
Yeah. Maybe you should buy some land and put some art galleries up.
I already bought 2 this last week.
Oh, I know. Nothing goes unnoticed on the blockchain, my friend. I
Prime real estate. Prime real
oh, I
estate.
saw that. I roadside. Canessa sees all. Um,
On two roads.
on two roads. I like it. I mean, it's not by La Cantina, but it's okay. Like it's good. It's good. I I did want to say we were talking about the OP badges and like the value, and I just wanted to like put it out there that what was like my first OP badge, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, and just kind of put it out there, hey, come claim this, and didn't well, I kind of made some like loose promises for the future, but then I was able to make my first wearable last week and just immediately airdrop my first wearable to anybody that claimed that badge. And that to me has so much value that like I can, because my background is behaviorism, like random rewards instead of telling you exactly what you're gonna get. Like I love that. Like, here you go, boom, you guys, you don't have to pay for it, you get rewarded for something you did 3 weeks ago. And I can't wait until I can be like 2 years from now, be like, boom, remember that little OP that you guys randomly got on a Tuesday afternoon 2 years ago? Well, since you did that, I get to reward you with, my, I don't know, 50th wearable. Like there's so much value in there that you can pick the badge that you want to reward users for. CBD badge, I don't know, there might be some more goodies coming, but that right there that's money. Like to have that like almost soul-bound token that you can reward users for just showing up to your land, because like I don't know, then you never know which badge is going to have those secret perks attached. And for a lot of us, we're giving away a lot of wearables. Like we're giving away emotes all the time, and this just makes it like an extra perk that, yeah, I'm going to give it to everybody for free next week, but if you hold my badge, you got it today. And that right there is so valuable. I think, like, seriously been looking for this solution for so long. So don't sleep, don't sleep. Drip.
Yeah, what you just said about random rewards is so freaking huge. If I can, I just want to share briefly about what op.xyz did for their recent Mintables campaign with Cool Cats. There were 4 items in the set. If you bought all 4, I believe it was around 68, maybe around 15 or $20. They were doing so. You buy all 4, and then 2 days later, they did a snapshot and you unlocked some legendary items in addition. Then, if you got all 4, they did a Twitter contest where you post some content using their content tool on X. And I think they picked 10 people to win 100 ape. Rustan and I both won. So immediately, that's 48 profit. And then here's the interesting part. After that, they decided that everyone who did buy all 4, whether they believe they're, those are supporters that they want. So what they decided to do is they sent everyone who bought all 4 66 ape. So everyone got their money back. Um, some people made money off of just buying and supporting. And I know they're going to continue to do things like this. They have a creator rewards pool, and so, being involved in this, not saying you'll get your money back every time, but they're trying to make it so that the people who are all about this aren't going to get wrecked. And maybe that's not a guarantee. Maybe that's just how I perceive it. But the random rewards, the power of it, because those of us that got rewards didn't go and cash out. We put it back into the ecosystem. We're putting it back into Mintables. And I think that looking at it from a project standpoint, I I think that that's a really beautiful thing, that you reward the people who are going out of their way to support what you're doing without incentivization of monetary incentivization, without trying to get rich. They just want to collect the things and then they get random rewards.
Yeah, totally. And it's such a, I don't know, it's such a Web3 vibe. Like it just, I'm so glad that this has come back. Like, and it's like a Pokemon character that like leveled up. Is that, sorry, I'm not on Pokemon, or like, is that right? Leveled up or like evolved? Like the original attendance token that we knew and love from 2021 has like leveled up. And so have we, man, like so much. Like we are the same people as we were in 2021.
I think POAP leveled up to a Charmeleon, and it's about to be a Charizard soon.
Oh my gosh. Well, that is awesome. I can't wait to see what you and Em are cooking up on Open Page, because I know that like as wearable creators, you're completely interacting with it in a different way than like I am. I'm just putting it on my scene. So it's really cool that there's different ways you can do that. And like for musicians, I mean, who knows? Like who knows what's possible? There might be ways to, like offer exclusive songs on your Open Page in the future. I mean, these things, they're changing so fast and evolving so fast. So yeah.
Right. I love what you said about songs. It can also be images. Like, you could set a theme for your profile, right? So it's like MySpace selling background images, or maybe claiming background images for free to your community. Which, that's so you can't create wearables. You can only create graphics. There you go. Start there. But then you could, that totally, if you can create graphics, you can create blanks. So you can create mintables and wearables, and I think it's really easy. And once wearable creators figure that out, we'll be flocking.
I love that, because I think, like it's the metaverse is too, it's evolved past even that word, and it's way too big to be contained in just Decentraland or just Sandbox or just Roblox or just Fortnite. And I think that like the potential of having being a creator in every one of those platforms, or the ones that you think are the best, but having like one seamless interoperability, like I think that's like the next level that I know like M is pushing the barriers there, so I can't wait to see that, because that's ultimate like interoperability, or ultimate like not domination, world takeover, but we're so close. We're so much closer, I think, than we realize to just like seamless integration between platforms. And that doesn't hurt Decentraland. Like that, in my mind, in my opinion, like it just opens doors, and doors work both ways, right? So it's not a one-way door. It's like a revolving door. If I bring people into Decentraland, yeah, they might go to Fortnite, and then they might come back, and then they might go, like it's bigger. It's bigger than just a closed, siloed atmosphere.
All right, I've talked enough. I got to get to the chickens, and I've got some badges to claim. So I'm gonna jump back to listener. Thank you so much for listening and giving me your time, everyone.
Thank you, and thank you everybody for being here. We were gonna do a short space, but there's just a tiny bit of technical difficulties for one of the performers. So this has been great, like just to kind of hang out, spend this time together, debrief, kind of talk about the things that we've seen, big things this week, and then we're gonna raid over there when they're ready to go. It's been an awesome morning, so remember to hydrate, get your coffee, eat some food, get some coffee. We're a open space. Like if anybody's new, yeah, we all kind of know each other, and we chit chat a lot. But please feel free to join us up here in the speakers if you want to talk about, anything, everything under the sun.
Yeah, or I mean, even ask any question, even if you feel like it may be a small question, we'd be happy to answer it, because those small answers will go a long way.
Well, here's a question that somebody was asking, and I'm like, oh no, I don't know if I know the answer. Like marketplace credits, because I've claimed all of mine, or like I signed up, way long ago. So I don't remember what it's like for a new user. Do you have to sign up for them
Y-
first? Because like there's the
y-
badge, but
Yes, you need to provide an email address. So upon like logging in with your new account, you click on the marketplace credit badge up on the left hand side. It's the third option from the top. And then you can at the bottom it'll ask for an email address.
Okay, perfect. It's always those things that you're like, I haven't done that for so long. I don't remember exactly
Oh
what
my,
it
oh
is.
my God, Canessa, it's funny because this is related on the same topic. You know what is like making me hesitate on making a like new like absolute like new user welcome to the Decentraland video. It is the
That you don't remember what it's like to be a new user.
Yes. Well, no, not it's not even entirely that. It's like I don't remember like the tutorial section, like like when you first log into the Decentraland, like I don't get that experience of like, oh, here's the tutorial world and run through it and blah blah blah. Like so that entire aspect will be missing from my video.
You'd
Uh,
have to create a completely new account, possibly on a new computer that doesn't have any like
yeah.
cookies saved on your cache. That it's like, oh, we know this guy. Like, I
Yeah.
know when you did what did we do the tutorial kind of together? The last one you did,
Yeah.
I think
Yep.
that's what we did. And then we're like, oh, there's like, okay, new users have to walk through this like robot scene, and it was it's totally different than any of us did. And I remember telling people like, guys, we need to go through the basics again because just to kind of know like what it feels like for new users.
Could we have like a button at Genesis Plaza that's like takes us to the tutorial world, like even past when you're not a new user anymore?
To be honest, I don't even know if a new user goes through that tutorial scene. I feel like they don't because there used to be the Bezier emote and then the clothing that you would get there, and I don't think that they do that anymore. Like I kind of don't think those clothing like, or maybe it's on the browser. I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, yep. So yeah, these are the questions that we have to get down to in order for me to make how-to video.
Yes. Well, if anybody, I'll use the moment to shamelessly plug my own videos that so that I can be a YouTuber. I'm gonna post it at the top. Um, there, boom. Um, I love doing my little builder videos, even though like there's just a few people watching, but I'm hoping they're useful. This was video I think 8 that I've done so far. This one was like the absolute basics of building an emote. So if you have ever wanted to make an emote, I tried to keep it to an hour. So it's like I also tried to think what emote can I make in an hour, and this is it's kind of hard to make an emote in an hour. If you're just gonna do a pose, it's totally doable. But if you're gonna do more, that's kind of hard. So if you want to do an emote, that at least will get you started. And then I have lots of other videos. If you're just gonna make, an escape room or a parkour, or if you want to know how to use AI in your videos or in your scenes, please go to my YouTube channel, like, comment, and subscribe because it's the only thing that makes me cool to my kids right now. I mean, not really. They think I'm cool, but it definitely like when I tell them, guys, I'm gonna stream today, they're like so happy. And so more than anything, it's like I'm doing it for my kids.
Oh,
And then they laugh at me.
I
They're like,
think you're the coolest, Vanessa.
oh, thank you. Well, they laugh at me. They're like, how many followers do you have, mom? And I'm like, guys, shush, because they have like a lot more followers than me.
Well, you can tell them that the CBDX account has 689 followers.
I'll tell them that. I mean, they know they yeah they think it's cool that John Cena follows me. That's like the cool thing
Oh
about
my,
mom. But
Oh
That's
my
the
god.
extent of my
You know,
coolness.
I thought I was cool for having John Cena follow me too, but then when I noticed that John Cena just follows everybody.
I know. Yeah, we're not we're not that cool anymore.
uh, but amazing, amazing, and also, I mean, like even kind of like thinking a little further to it, like we could probably hook up the CBD X account to stream your builder shows if you wanted to.
Yeah, or whatever. I mean, it's I'm afraid to overcomplicate it just because it's me flying solo. I know you're the man in the chair on Tuesdays for me, but it's still always scary because I'm like, this is not gonna work. But it so far, I mean, it's only one day did it not work, but um, yeah, I think it's like for me, I know there's other ways to learn this stuff. Like there's amazing talented builders. There's Dr. Krillo that does office hours. I know Lastrom does a building course, and there's countless tutorials like on YouTube. But I don't know, like I think everybody has different learning styles, and I offer something different. I'm not the greatest, and I don't know, like I mess up live on stream, and but that's sometimes what people need is somebody that's not perfect and just figuring it out as you go along. So if that resonates with you, if you don't code, if you don't model, come with me. But we're gonna get into Blender soon. I'm gonna take us to Blender. We went to Blender last week. I'm gonna take us there more. I'm gonna be like the gateway drug to Blender for everybody.
Oh man, you're gonna have to be a damn good drug to get me into Blender.
Okay, challenge accepted. If you show up, you will.
Well, now that I have my super cool AirPods, I can now join into Discord calls while I'm at work and be able to listen in.
That's good because we are like the Pokemon characters. We have to level up. And like this week, seeing Make level up at the music festival, being on the main stage, seeing Dr. Jaffel level up, like seeing all of our friends, um, they're doing it. So, like, Mew, I think we have to do it too.
Oh, good. Can I level up by quitting my day job?
I didn't say that. I said, let's go learn Blender.
Uh, I feel like those two come hand in hand, though. I need to quit my day job in order to have the time for Blender.
I know, but the have you bought food recently? Like I think you should still make sure you have a way to buy food, eat, and then in time.
Okay, okay, you have a point. I need day job for electricity so I can run Blender.
Yeah, yep. There you go. And coffee, and that's it.
You win, you win. I'll keep my day job for a while longer. Well, it still makes sense.
Yeah, probably a good idea. And let's see, maybe I should jump over and see since we're kind of at a little pause. I do not I do not think that our friends are live yet. But let me jump over there. Um
Yeah, jump over there, restart, refresh, do all the tricks just to make sure. And while you're doing that, I'll welcome. Like, I mean, today's space is quite a unique one. Like, we have some names that are returning names, and even new listeners down in the crowd here in the X space. Um, Very good to see you, Nico. Welcome. We we have Glam Chain in the building as well. And then over down as new listeners, I see JCS, JCS Snacks down there. Welcome, JCS. I see Adam. Welcome, Adam. Avexa, Aliens. Aliens 3D, Web 3D, welcome. These are our weekly community building Decentraland X spaces. We host these spaces every week at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. And yeah, once again, every Saturday. So you could catch us here like without even thinking. Like you just know that we'll be here. We'll be on Decentraland. We'll be discussing all the things. And I think I see Meg requesting to come up to speak.
All the things.
All the things. What up, Meg?
Oh, just getting back in the mix after I found out right now I'm being a naughty dad. I don't have my Christmas cards done yet. And like that's one of my jobs that
Ooh,
falls on me, like must photograph the kids in a cheeky way to be delivered
ooh.
on time, you know? And so I definitely caught an earful like, great, you're done being a super famous metaverse DJ. Okay, do the damn Christmas cards. I'm like, yes, yes, ma'am. Shout out Naps down there too. We've seen Nahaps. Is it Nahaps? Help me out.
The
Um,
Thaps?
Nahaps. They came through, pulled up a few new events. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, hello. Yes. No, I mean, I feel like I've seen them almost at just about every event I pulled up to. It puts us, makes me happy. And also, I mean, we've been having that sexy man with the voice join us for the parties too, Brandon. Big love to you, Brandon Manis.
And I just accepted a request from Nana. Welcome, welcome. We're so glad to have you here. We're happy.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
We're just living the dream. It's been a great morning. How about you?
Yeah, living the dream as well. LTD. um, I was with my kids at swim class every Saturday, but I had one AirPod in, just tapping in with you guys. And yeah, I heard you call out Nathaps. Um, she's freaking awesome. She's
Did we
such
say
a
that right?
to be honest, I don't even know how to actually
Oh.
pronounce it, but I've had an opportunity to meet her in real life, and yeah, she does amazing designs, really great artist, multimedia, and also is pretty big in Decentraland and just metaverse. So I really respect everything that she's doing. But as well as everyone here, I got to check out Alan's experience as Rustan and M and Dr. Drip took me through it. It was so cool. That was like such a cool experience, as well as some of the other ones that they kind of led me through some badges, and I really enjoyed the sets. Make you killed that shit. So did Stony. Oh, it was so cool. The audio quality is what really stands out to me. Like that is such you essentially just post up. I was still getting some work done, coming back to it and listening to, on full blast in my office and throughout my house. It was so cool.
Nana.
And of course, Rustan. Of course, Rustan. I didn't mention him.
We love Rustan. Like it's funny you mentioned the audio quality because like that's one of those like low key things. Like we talk about it, especially like Make and myself, but like it's something that like is not very noticeable to everyone unless you're looking for like at these things. And like Make says it all the time. Decentraland has the best audio quality for a metaverse platform in of all time. Like so, like there is no better place to party on the internet. Is that right, Make? Did I quote you correctly?
Pretty damn close. Nana, first of all, thank you so much for coming. We are all so stoked you're here. I'm sure even for you to see something you're working on and you're like, where's this going to go? And we know where it's going to go. And then it takes those left turns with guys like Rustan just pumping them through the veins of all of us. And officially, we appreciate Yeah, the opportunity, and I don't know if you were in here when Kim was in here and Bay, the marketing director, and Dr. Drip had mentioned even that enterprise level. Like maybe there's something to do because clearly other page needs to stay with us. We love it, man. Um, yeah, but to go off that chill, but definitely the connection point. You know, we use, and especially like when me and Sting get down on Fridays, we use not one but two M3U8 link servers, and we rebroadcast and we dial it in to keep that good. We have worked really hard, at least us, but I know everybody around us. Um, we're really giving the fidelity that you could get out of the decks or what you're listening to, the cleanest you could possibly get it to the other side of the fence. Like what you're getting out of the decks when we go is like the same thing you could receive coming out of Decentraland. And it's really, really rare. Like some metaverse platforms, they let you like screen capture audio or share audio, but then you're going through 3 layers of compression. So
Yeah.
like when I listen like at the house through my monitors, it's like I'm sitting there and just taking everything in that direct way, and it really does lend
Yeah,
for a
you could
lot of
feel
growth.
it. You could feel it on both sides, you know? And we certainly felt that, especially with the visuals and everyone fucking rocking out and the fog coming through our legs. Like that shit was so sick.
Yes, indeed, indeed. So looks like we may be coming to close to the end of our space here. Canessa, is the event getting started here shortly?
We can jump over there, yeah, and then we can. I mean, we could stay chatting here, listening to the music in the background, kind of like you said. It's perfect for for a little background, and then when the space tapers down, be 100% in Decentraland. But yes, the music did. They fixed it, so it's good to go. And I put the chords in chat. But
Alrighty.
I do see some more Vexa came up to speak, so I'd love to give our new friends the time to speak. Nana, having an AirPod in at swim lessons is a freaking life hack that I can't tell you how fun it is to watch little Jimmy swimming, but it's even better when you can get some stuff down in the background and you're like thumbs up and good job.
Oh yeah. Hey, when you said hard mom mode earlier, I was like, yo, hard dad mode, but I was like, yo, pause.
Yeah. Yep, for sure, for sure. Yeah, thank you. So Vexa, thank you for coming up. How are you? Nice to have you on our.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm Nana's fan. My old account suspend, then new account great. But few days my account is spam, then not comment Nana's. But my some comment is spam, then is totally stop comment section. But I'm Nana's big fan. Nana's, how are you, man?
Yo, I think we're getting a little bit of feedback. I'm not sure if anyone else is kind of hearing
Yeah,
that. Sorry.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
like static noise, static feedback from your mic, Vexa.
Thank you, thank you.
But I'm pretty
But
sure we got the vibes.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, yeah, we got the vibes. What's up, Vexa?
Not spam. My account is few days is spam. My English is very weak. I'm so sorry for everybody. My English is very weak, man.
no, no need to apologize for, weak English. Like we have friends here from all around the world. I mean, our community welcomes people from all around the world. And I mean, the platform, it's in itself, it's an international platform, I would say. And everyone's welcome in Decentraland from every culture, every place, part of the world. And even you could build something of meaning on the platform.
And it's still the best place to party on the internet, and I'm just gonna leave my hat right there.
See, Nana, what I tell you?
Yeah, make definitely holds it down, dude. Thank you guys for the warm welcome at the music festival, and yeah, I look forward to continue to hang out.
Yes, sir. I mean, Nana, I know we've been playing message tag, so just like you did for me this last time, I'll tag you back. I shot you a DM after your response, and I put in a little bit of detail. Let's lock you in for Beyond the NFT one of these coming Mondays, or you and
Yeah,
Nova, or just you or Nova, whichever
that's
one you feel comfortable with.
that sounds great. And I apologize, like because I wasn't following you. It was in that message request, and that it was just completely buried. And X DMs has just I'm almost giving up. Like
Okay,
I'm
Yeah.
so close to it.
Nana, you're saying almost given up. I've honestly have given up. So, like, if anyone has shot me a message on X and has not received a reply in a long time, it's probably because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I ghosted Doritos once. I didn't just stop checking my messages, and then Sin is like, "Did you get that message from Doritos? They want to hire us." I'm like, yeah, I guess I do have a message there." And then I also ghosted Sin for like 3 months.
Yeah,
So
but that was by choice.
he's used to it. Maybe you're gonna rehome us, Sin. I don't know.
Yeah, better get your ducks in a row. No, I would never. I love you guys way too much.
But
You know,
Nana, I personally, I want you on Beyond the NFT because I want to, yeah, like I've totally jumped into OPs. Like it's awesome. I'm having so much fun just like making the little badges. I'm like all geeking out on my little Adobe Express. Like, ooh, I'm gonna make this so cool. So
Yeah.
I, we want to pick your brain. We want to know more.
I love it. And yeah, it's all about having fun. And what's great about some of the tooling is like everyone has their own ways of using it. It wouldn't be anything without you all, just coming up with ways on how does this make sense for me and the community, and how do we make collecting really fun. So yeah, good stuff, Canessa. Appreciate you. And it's been great kind of just getting closer with so many community members that are even in this space. So shout out Dr. Drip too. Man, I was watching the playback of him being featured on Tasty Crypto, which if you guys haven't seen that, that was like a really good interview, and how he's kind of messing around with Monad as well. So it's just really cool to see all this kind of come together. And I'm excited for Dr. Drip's wearables as well. They're pretty sick.
Yeah, they match his I think IRL vehicles that are also like dripped out, so it's cool. I mean, always think watch Dr. Drip and M and see what they come up with for sure. And I was gonna say something profound and I lost it. I lost it. Uh I think it's time for a second coffee.
indeed, indeed. I'm in at the party pad just typing those spamming the coordinates to go raid.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. Something that you say, Sin, that your net worth is your network. And I was just it just like especially with everything like we were talking about what Dr. Drip is doing, like Rustan getting the OPs set up, like watching Make and our friends up on the music. And it's like I think if you're in this room right now and you're in Web3 and you wanna, do something, be something, like build whatever you've got, like build it bigger. I don't know, like there's so much talent in this room, and just by the mere act of participating in Decentraland, it like surrounds you with so many people that have like unique skill sets that like not everybody's great at everything, but there's people here that are the experts in music, the experts in streaming, the experts in physical like 3D creation. So I don't know, like I appreciate being surrounded by so much talent here, and like knowing I could ask you guys for help if I needed it. So yeah, just kind of, I don't know, just having that moment where I'm like, dang, I'm watching all of my friends just like climb that ladder. I don't know where we're going, but it's really cool. I feel really honored to be around. talent like this.
Oh my God, yes. And I mean, like one of my favorite things about like what you just said is like it's like our friends are talented, but we've been together long enough that we have also like had the opportunity to see our friends gain new skills, be new at it, you know, fall down, get back up, and yeah. I mean, become the individuals that they are today, with the knowledge and skills that they have today.
Yeah, I mean, I watched Make before his set at ETH Denver last year. I didn't get to watch the set because it was a little bit late, and I don't remember what party I was at. But like Make, I remember you coming back from. You went to somebody's house and you were like, "Oh my gosh, I'm doing it all wrong. Like I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna like totally change and do better." And like, and then you're at the Metaverse Music Festival and like on the main stage. So
And
whatever.
it started, Canessa, literally 2 years ago when, there was Discord, there was change. We, as the CBD community, were like, nah, we're going to throw our own music fest. Me and Muse said, okay, let's hang out. We ended up, and DJ Vaped, who's right there, one of my brothers, my earliest brothers in crypto, was like, hell yeah, I'll come DJ for you for the Make a Mew Fest. And we ended up having like, I think we went for like 16 hours, something insane. And I literally gimped through trying to be a DJ, having never tried to do that personally. And there were so many, like, the supportive people were amazing. It was also great to hear back from my like real friends who were like, you actually have no effing clue what you're doing. And they were right. They were 100% right. And we've come a long way. And I got to tell you, yesterday was about the most exciting thing that's happened to me in years. Like, just knowing the climb around our friends and like the amount of work we've all put in, showing up every single Friday, digging for music every single week, learning something new, usually getting told, well, you're doing that wrong. And things breaking. I mean, heck, we go back a year ago, we didn't even have eyelids, and look at us now. We got party pads, and we're on the main stage yelling at everybody. And I gotta say, it was just, it was the most special thing to me. My kids were watching, dancing with me. My dad came in to watch. My brother came in to watch. These are people who are not like really willing to go on the internet for much, and they were all just blown away with what could even actually happen, let alone what was happening. Um, I don't know. I'm as proud as that as like being on TV or shooting billboard, like any other moment that I've had where I felt like my creativity was put to the max and I was challenging who I was. And I just knew I had everybody with me who got us here. I know Mew wasn't in my ear for the performance, but he was definitely in my head yelling at me, like settle down, make you got this. And I don't know. You really can jump into Decentraland and figure out what you want to do and do it. I mean, there's no really other platform that has given me the strength, like whether that's building, working with builders, figuring out how to play music, working with producing and getting other people to learn. I've learned so much from not only the people building, but all the DJs who've come through, and I've learned from them. It's like, the pocket of time to be creative and grow around people are few and far between, especially as we get older. We start rooting into what we're doing. We stop challenging ourselves, and I think this last chapter through the challenges has been some of the most exciting time period that I've been a part of. And to have even like my wife proud of, like, my very Google wife who takes care of tons of people, and she's like, up, there's my basement husband doing his basement DJ stuff. And now she was running around sending screenshots to her family and like to her coworkers, like, yeah, my husband, he's a metaverse DJ, not just a basement DJ, but
Let's go.
just saying, dreams do come true, and they definitely started with you guys. I love y'all.
Are are you saying that the metaverse is the step out of the basement?
Yeah, I mean, there's a bridge out of the
He,
basement
he
for me
yeah, he,
spending,
he he steps
quite
into the
literally.
basement and is suddenly in the metaverse.
I mean, I moved across the country from one basement. I packed up all our shit, and I've been in another basement. I mean, we out here, fam. One basement at a time.
Oh my gosh, we need that can be our new 2026 marketing slogan. Like out of the basement. Like
No,
kids,
no,
if your mom telling you you got to move out, here you go.
no. That would be kind of like a touch grass marketing slogan for us. Like, hey, everyone, make sure to get out of that basement.
God,
Yeah.
the
Check on
basement.
your friends,
Well, I'm
everyone.
getting out of the basement this week. I swear to God, I'm going to the city. I'm going shopping. I'm gonna eat pizza.
Better not eat no hibachi without me.
No worry. The hibachi is being saved, brother. But
Okay, okay.
huge win. Also, huge shout to Cheddar down there. Cheese Jobs, one of the real ones.
Big cheddar.
Big Cheddar for real though.
It ain't easy being
Cheese.
cheesy.
So looks like we're just about to come up to our 3 hour mark. We are, I think it would be like 19 minutes until the end of our slotted time. Kanessa, we thought this was going to be short today, but oh my God, the energy has been
Yeah.
amazing.
I even posted, well, it's going to be short, so I guess that's what happens if you tell everybody you're going to talk for 20 minutes, then you're going to be here for 3 hours.
No, I mean you remember our like you remember what
Yeah.
the patterns where it's like, okay guys, it's been an hour, the space has been a little slow, just so I think it's a good time for us to start winding down, and then we get like three requests to come up to speak and then go for another 5 hours.
Yeah, but that's also like when the best stuff comes out. I mean, it's kind of like when our blood sugar is low and we're kind of feeling like, oh, like I kind of feel like I shouldn't have drinking only coffee and actually eat some food. But that's when like the magic, literally like the best conversations we've had have been around the 3 and 4 hour mark. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's been healthier for us the past. I think it's since like Pink Oasis started doing the show at noon that we've kind of wrapped it up. So I think we're making like healthier choices for our bodies. But I think that like there are some cool things about those 7 hour spaces that now I'm like, what did we talk about for 7 hours? But I think
The
there was some
Definitely
spice.
eyelids. Eyelids were a hot
I,
topic for 7 hours.
I can think of some spicy things that we've
Yeah,
talked.
there have been some heaters. There have been some heaters. Shout out Julianne too, that Mayock down there. Great IRL, great in the metaverse. I love seeing all the Mayock and the fam coming through. I think that we've got such a great opportunity to keep bridging gaps. And again, Nana coming in with OP, help opening the doors to us. I think we get to open the doors to other people. I also hope you guys will jump into other side and see what they're cooking, man. I will say, ultimately, this all works. We're all gonna have our corners we love to be in, but it's about exploring and finding our people in those places that really make the difference. I think Rustan always showed us the way brilliantly of doing that. Um, we get a ton of people coming into the MetaBeast parties from all different platforms, definitely. Uh, and I just highly encourage we just keep looking for the people because we find the truth in the people around us.
Say I can't wait for to hear about the holiday conversations where my son Make he goes by Make, and he DJ'd on the main stage and we went to it, and I just can't wait for those conversations.
Yeah, I mean they've dealt. Yeah, it's gonna be something. I can't believe my wife's now telling everybody. So I got a good one for you, Nana. I just moved from Colorado back to like North New Jersey, but I've never lived over here. I met my wife in New York City. We have my son. We've jumped all over. Now we got two kids. And my daughter goes on a play date, her first play date here. And she's all excited. And my wife goes to like pick her up after. And they get to talking, the moms. And the lady's like, hey, So, oh, where'd you go to school? Oh, you're from New York. And she's like, oh, I went to FIT. And she's like, oh, my husband went to FIT. She's like, my husband went to FIT. She's like, oh, what's your husband do? And the first thing she's like, he's a metaverse DJ. And so already I'm like, okay. And then she's like, well, when did you go to school? Da, 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 da. And then she's like, Griff. So a lot of people call me Griff, but either way, you know Griffler? And she's like, I think I do know your husband. And she's like, hold on. And she yells downstairs and she's like, hey, Matt, do you know some metaverse DJ, Griff? But he goes, Griffler, I know Mig. And so it ended up being that I knew the dad and he had actually partied in my apartment, like in the city before we moved, pretty extensively. But I've already gotten the calls like, so when did you become a metaverse DJ?
That's it's validating. You know, yeah, like I can relate. My wife, she just gives up on explaining. Like when someone asks like what her husband does, it's just a lost cause.
Yeah, it's a little hard to be like, well, I'm a penguin and I like
Yeah,
fungible tokens, and they're like, are you still doing the online thing? And I'm like, yeah, that's just easier. I'm just doing something online. I'm pretty sure that they think I'm selling drugs though, like traveling to Argentina and like Portugal and like, yeah, I don't know. Just, I'm like, no, I'm not, guys. I'm legit.
You would say that on a
She might
recorded
sling a
space.
donut. She might sling a donut now and again though.
Oh yeah, I don't mind selling donuts. That's the good stuff. And crypto bullies, hi, welcome. How are you today? We're just wrapping up our space, but glad to have you come up.
Good, good. Thanks for having me. 100%. Shout out to Nana here as well, another builder, great builder in the space.
Bullies.
It's crazy. Like I'm a builder as well, one man team, founder, artist, the 3D modeler, you name it, right? Kind of checking all the boxes here. And it's wild. Like it's been a long time since I've just seen Decentraland just in a space, right? I think that was actually my first metaverse years ago on Ethereum mainnet. I build primarily on Ape Chain nowadays. But it's just so wild. I'd love to see like voxel piles like in Decentraland. Like, is that even a thing? I think you guys are still primarily Ethereum, right? If not solely. But yeah, when Ape Chain collections in Decentraland? I guess that's my
I I
question.
th- I think that is more of a question to you guys because it seems like Ape Chain or the community likes to close themselves off from other metaverses. They don't like I believe like the Decentraland would be the perfect place to promote Ape Chain.
We can make it happen. We can make it happen.
Yeah,
Hold on,
everyone collecting those OP badges. Many of them are on Ape Chain, so it's kind of
yep.
great to be able to see, just multi-chain, multi-platforms, and really the sticky part of it is really the community that's driving it.
Yeah,
Like Mick
I do
said.
want to. If I can, I do want to say bullshit. Dude, I've seen people building on Nifty Island way before Other Side opens its doors to our collections. Like 100%. And like derived from Ape Chain, I think it's one of those things, right? Other Side is making it easy to kind of onboard any EVM chain. Even outside of EVM chains, we've seen some representation of Solana, BNB, and so on through different activations. And so I would absolutely think that we'd have a bunch of people rush into Decentraland if you guys open the doors. You tell me, I'm happy to spearhead that migration alongside other goats in the space like Nana. Like we already built platforms that allow these things to happen. So let's connect. I'd love to
Of
have that
course.
conversation. Like seriously, 100%.
Of course. I mean, the Centraland's doors have been open since the platform has existed because, the best thing about this platform is that it's permissionless. You don't have to ask for permission to start to, bring your NFT NFT project to this world. You just do it
Yeah.
like out of the love of wanting to do it. So like I mean, the doors open always open. Oops, I'm sorry, I muted everyone
Oh,
by
I thought that
accident.
was me. Sorry.
Oh shit. I would say my first digital wearables was actually, I think it was like called MetaKicks on in Decentraland. Like, met that founder years ago, really dope dude, was a grinder, building really cool like experiences and stuff. And so I supported that naturally. I think, never really did like own like any sandbox land or anything like that, but I played around in there as well. And I think ultimately that led to me wanting to create, my own 3D avatars, wearable systems, and all that. And that's what I accomplished with Pixel Files on ApeChain. But again, we're not tethered. I think people will be able to take their assets. These are GLBs that are rigged with different armatures already, and can definitely be, pulled into that ecosystem if the community wants. You know what I mean? I'll just make it an option, just like Nifty and other side today. So yeah, again, that conversation is really going to be had. Make, I heard you talking about, like, let's be honest, as many people, I'm from New York, right? I'm in New York City right now, walking my dogs right now, as Nana, I'm sure, knows. But the reality is, like, as many people are here, it's very much like a small, like, you can bump into people, meet people over time, and then just like have that connection in Web3. I've met artists that I literally walked into, they're doing their street work. Like, shout out to Sandman. He's a sand artist. Like, he'll be in Union Square Park, Washington Square Park, like doing these like sand paintings on the floor. And I remember having my kids with me, my wife, and we were going to the movies. Saw him stop there, put some funds in his bucket, and kept it moving after a little while of watching him. Years later, see him dropping a collection on ApeChain, and like where else can that happen? You know what I mean? We became pretty good friends, supporting him along, his builder journey here at Web3. And honestly, as small as this space or New York can seem in terms of just knowing people like that, Web3 is way smaller, like way smaller. So, you're gonna bump shoulders, with people, from years ago on whatever random chain you find yourself over the years, and it's those bridges that you don't want to burn for sure. So I'm happy to make new ones here with you guys, and yeah, I'm really excited to see what we can do. Decentraland, again, that was my like entrance into Web3, metaverses, and so on. All the way to a pixel metaverse. What was that? Web3 land? You remember that
That was
one?
voxels, crypto voxels. And I know the goat's got his hand up, but I'll just say I hope I get to run into you in the city. We were in the city a long time. We finally back at least an hour from the city, and my goal, no matter what, is to, and we've done it in New York, we've done it in Denver, but we do a Friday night Meta Beast Roman party every Friday night, and that will start popping off in New York. I'm hoping in March. It's time to integrate the people and bring the metaverse to the physical, and not just make it where the people in the metaverse are watching like a fishbowl, but they get to be a part of it through co-hosts and energy and prizes. We're going to unite the people all over here, man. So huge welcome back. I would also just say on the Ape Chain versus Decentraland, when it comes to maybe like that initial, it needs to be on that chain to be, that might take a minute, but the process is also different, right? The wearable process, there are a few different ways in. Me with Rustan and Mew and Kinessa, we brought in largely Rustan, let's be honest, and Dr. Drip. We brought the Kid Called Beast project through Link Wearables. So there are a lot of points of entry. It does work different as far as the platform of how you distribute or go through that process than Nifty and them, but I think that process has a really long standing culture where if you go and try and put on your kicks right now in Decentraland, they'd be ready for you.
Yeah, I will say there's technology that exists that allows for this like interoperability today. I mean, between Shadows, for example, shout out to OX Quit, or even Unvaulted, which is something that's being built out by Ernest Lee. These are things that allow collections to exist cross chain, and as long as there's that representation of like an actual NFT and then like a digital asset linked to those assets, then I think that's going to make this interoperability even more possible across the web. So I'm excited for that. I know Unvaulted is something he's been working on for a little while. I can't wait to get Pixel Pals into that. And like just this example that we're talking about now, getting Pals into Decentraland is a perfect kind of like unison for that. So I can't wait, bro.
And Rustan, I'm glad you're able to come up. I know you've had an experience getting your wearables on ApeChain. I'd love to hear, your perspective on
Yeah,
that.
crypto bullies. I don't know if you remember, we met maybe a week or two ago on the other side. I picked up one of the Pixel Pals, checked out your whole setup, was very impressed with it. So I snatched one up that looks like me, and I wanted to shout out your collection. Very very solid collection. He knows what he's doing with everything, and to share what Meg said, the linked wearables setup in Decentraland is kind of the way to go for your collection. I think I'm not 100% sure if you can connect it with the Ape Chain contract, but basically, a linked wearables checks the wallet of the user and verifies if it holds a certain NFT, which in this case would be an Ape Chain contract NFT from the Pixel Pals collection, and then you just basically set up your assets to the Decentraland armature to be read within Decentraland, and then the avatars can all run around pretty easily. Again, I don't know if it does Ape Chain. If it doesn't do Ape Chain, that's something that like can be voted on by the community through proposals and stuff and implemented in the future. But there's no reason, like, to me, the cool thing about Decentraland is like you get what you make out of it. You know, like you build there and you can make things happen, and it's pretty awesome. And I would love to see Pixel Pals in Decentraland. So I hope you dig into that avenue a little bit. Linked wearables is definitely what you want to be looking at.
Yeah, I just typed that into my notepad. It's freezing out here, so like I had to whip out the gloves just to do that. But yep, linked wearables already here. 100% gonna be looking into that. Because again, I love ApeChain, I love Other Side, but Other Side already, represents just that same mindset that I have where it shouldn't be just ApeChain, right? It is very much in like destination that supports like interoperability, and just like a metaverse would support that. I want the collection to support that. So it's already in my peer review. I want to make sure all the different opportunities, and these are voxels, so they can even be ported over to a Sandbox eventually at some point, I imagine. But for now, Nifty, Other Side, and then now Decentraland are going to be like some destinations that you can bring your pals into. And I'm really looking forward to doing that. So yep, there we go. Look, I'm definitely doing it. Thank you, Rustan. I do remember meeting you. Amazing guy, and I'm glad you got to check out the pals and all the cool tooling. If you guys don't know, Pixel Pals is basically an OG project on ApeChain, but every asset is actually on chain, like it's 2D pixels. But you can equip and unequip your traits, collect traits, and curate traits over time. And each of those actual traits have 3D counterparts. So as you customize your 2D PFPs, it actually customize your avatars within these different metaverses as well. So I mean, built by a solo dev, builder, artist, and all that, and just really excited to be able to meet people like Rustan and Nana along the way who get to try these out and spread the word, share the love.
I cannot wait to see the what you build coming into Decentraland, because I mean you're totally right. Like whenever we operate in these digital spaces, it's not about just one platform. There's gonna come a time where like users will be jumping between like maybe at least even 5 platforms in one day, just like attending different events or collecting different items. So yeah, that future is on the way, and the Central End is a part of it. Other Side is a part of that. If Sandbox continues building, I don't know anything about them at the moment. They will be a part of it. Hyperfi, of course, will have a market share there. It's been awesome meeting you, crypto bullies, and I will definitely have a look at your project, Pixel Pals. I see that the Pixel Pals X is linked to your bio. So I will have a look here, and I believe I have followed you already.
I think you found another guest for your show, Sin. Look at that.
Yeah, totally. I think one thing Decentraland and the community should consider in the future is implementing MMLs, being able to bring MML files in. I think the biggest trouble, I don't even know if it's possible, honestly, but if it is, we should do it. The biggest issue with Decentraland avatars and the amazing wearable setup that they have is that it has its own armature, right? So like these linked wearables, the Pixel Pals, everything else, they will have to be re-rigged to Decentraland armature, and then put in through linked wearables. But let's say we do MML, which has its own rigging, and what if MML files can be brought into Decentraland and are sort of exempt from the wearable setup that exists with Decentraland? So they just come in almost like a VRM in Hyperfy, right? And you just have your whole avatar the way it looks, and you can't necessarily maybe add the wearables, but you could at least bring the avatars in. And since those MMLs will already exist in the metadata of other side avatars and M squared experiences, then that will promote interoperability with Decentraland even more. And I think that would be pretty cool to see a whole bunch of, just like in Ready Player One, you see all the different varying characters. It'd be kind of cool to see all the different avatars and shapes like you do now on other side, right? It would be,
Ruslan gets it.
it'd
He
be
gets
amazing.
it.
Yeah. Rustan, let's put that on the list for the next AMA. I'll put that on the list.
I
And
think I can't remember if I did or not, but I'll double check.
I saw Ruslan, the CTO of M Squared, who really helped get MML off the ground. He's posting about Ruslan as you guys worked on some MML to VRM conversion.
So like back when they dropped Boximus Prime, first of all, that's an amazing collaboration, right? To collaborate with Amazon. I jumped at buying one immediately, while like some of my peers were kind of laughing at me for spending $67 on an avatar.
Who's laughing now?
You don't get it, man. And then the floor after it sold out went all the way up to like $700, like immediately, But I didn't sell it because I had a use for it, and I jumped in other side and I couldn't put it on yet. And so I was like, let me show them how it's done. So I went into the metadata, pulled the GLB out, converted that to a VRM real quick in Blender, built a scene in 15 minutes in Hyperfy, threw an avatar wearer, try-on wearer thing in Hyperfy, put the Boximus in there, tried on the Boximus, filmed a video, threw it on Twitter, shared it before other side even lets you put on Boximus Prime, And my whole point was not to show off what I can do. It was to show the potential of what can be done with this asset that you purchase, and people were frustrated because they couldn't buy it. It sold out quick. They couldn't put it on yet. And I was demonstrating how quickly you can do this, with what you purchase and the value of that, and how you can create content even with what you purchased, and creating that Hyperfy world allowed people to just click on the link, enter it, no downloading anything, no sign up. You could do it on mobile, you could do it on web browser, you could do it in VR, Quest 3 VR, just by clicking a link without having to download or sign anything or like fill out any captchas or anything. It's literally text someone, check this out, click the link, boom, you're in there, try on Boximus Prime, And that was just a demonstration. And Rob Whitehead, from the co-founder of M Squared, saw that, and then he got into my DMs. How did you do that? And they said, oh, it's easy. Just take it into Blender, use this plugin, swap it to VRM, and you're good to go. And that gave him an understanding of the value of VRM, which, in my opinion, I wish other side was all VRM, but I understand how the MML works value for wearables, for like what OP is doing. So now you can actually apply wearables to an avatar, which you can't do with VRM necessarily currently. And so then another coder, the guy who makes oh my god, what's it called? The grills avatars.
Well, DC, directive creator.
Yeah, directive
I
creator.
was just about to say that.
Yeah,
Yep,
directive creator
made it cool.
He went and
Yep.
like made it even better, and like the holders of the grills, they can like swap VRM to MML and MML to VRM. Like he saw that post and he like even jumped on it even more. It's really cool, and it's just like a lot of us here that are doing these things, like crypto bullies. Like when I looked at your collection, I was like, oh, this guy knows what he's doing. Metadata is all correct. Everything.
Yeah, 1000%.
He's got the change to a different chain. I forget what you call it, but it was like everything was nice. It was nice. You see a lot of collectibles that are like, using the wrong server to host their assets. Like they're using like Web 2 servers instead of like IPFS or Arweave. Arweave is my favorite, but it's like when I see someone using Arweave, I'm like, oh, this dude knows. This dude knows. If I see IPFS, I'm like, okay. I mean, at least it's not like Amazon, Google APIs or something. But it's like when it's cool to find people that really know what's going on and seeing them like get excited about putting things together in the direction that many of us want to go, and a lot of us may not know how to get there, but like we're figuring it out.
Yo, I gotta jump, but want to say, thank you all for having me on stage, and love seeing all the performers and everyone get together in the music festival. So I'll catch you all next week, and have a great day, everyone.
Good to see you, Nana.
Big love, man.
Have a good day, man.
Welcome.
Take care, Nana.
Take care, brother. You know what's funny, Rustan? So you mentioned escape chain, right? Like, when he first teased the tool, I like just guessed the URL and stuff, and ended up finding the API endpoint that he had created behind it, and then I just made a Python script to run my whole collection. Before he token gated it and everything. Mind you, I had a Girls Gang, so I would have been able to do it for free anyway.
Like because you know like how to do the Python scripts and everything, like you should be able to, not easily, but you should have a much easier time doing like a Decentraland linked wearable than most people will. Like
100%. That's all. Like as soon as I see the armature, it's on and popping. Like it's not gonna. I'll even have all the traits as wearables by the time I'm done with that. Like it won't. You know what I mean?
You won't need the wearables because you can assign. I believe you can assign traits specifically. I don't know. You got to look into it. It's complex.
You see what I got. So I have trait packs and trait cards, and it's basically like pack ripping for wearables, and that's something I introduced with the piles. But absolutely, I mean, people can customize their piles, and then I'll make sure that reflects on what they're bringing into Decentraland, updating as real time as I can, because I don't know what kind of caching layers you guys have in place, but I'll figure that out over time. It's just so funny. Like what I was saying is like I had found the API endpoint, and then I like ran like 5 of them. I didn't want to I don't know what kind of caching he had in place. I didn't want to run up his bill or anything like that. But I had did it, and then I sent him a DM, and he's like, I am so happy that you didn't run all 4,000 assets before I sent this. He was like, look what you did to my bill already. I was like, I'll put you that back. Don't worry about it. But it was so funny. Oh my God. And then like an hour or two later, dude made it public. It was available for everybody. And he was like, yeah, you can hammer the API endpoint now. And I was like, all right, I got you. But he's been a great help and asset in this community for like 3D avatar builders and stuff like that. So shout out to him, man. He knows what he's doing too.
Yeah, he really does. Way more than I do.
The Crypto Bullies, are you on Discord?
I am 100. I'll send you a DM. It's like cryptobullies.eth. It's simple. It's as simple as that. IEC.eth.
It would be sick. We have like our resident voxel creator Miguel Amargo. It would be cool to see Crypto Pals on his scenes. The thing that I always love,
but yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to be on. Yeah, include. I mean, dude, if you have a schedule of like spaces and stuff like that, like I'd love to kind of pop up whenever I can. Please pass that along. I mean, I run an IRL, like a digital publishing company. IRL is like over 11 plus years now old. But outside of that, I work from home, right? We close our office in the midst of COVID. Most people that work for my company are pretty much, around the world anyway. So we actually closed our New York office. I've just been in work from home since 2021, early 2021. And that's afforded me the time to dive into things like this. And that's actually how I found my way into Web3, to be honest. Like, I was trading crypto before that, but to get into NFTs, building NFTs, I mean, it's literally been through that opportunity, just working from home. So, yeah, I mean, I've supported many people as an artist, as a dev across Ethereum, Base, Solana, and now ApeChain. And that's why I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm going to be like, you got to stay here in ApeChain. Like, no. I want people to be able to use their assets everywhere because I was everywhere. I was building anywhere. You know what I mean? And I love Web 3. Ape Chain is my home. Don't get it twisted, but 100%, like I love Web 3, and I want people to be able to use their assets everywhere. So that's going to be a big push for me. Is just like the interoperability to other, metaverses and so on.
100%.
So whenever you sent me your Discord, if it's okay, of course, I would love to invite you to our community building Decentraland Discord server. And there, that would be like a good place to, like, if you have any questions or want to connect with any community members, active community members, it's a it's a resource. Go ahead, Meg.
Yep, I'm running it. I'm trying to open. I'm trying to copy it now to DM it to you. I got you 1 second.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
yes,
Thank you.
absolutely.
All right, we show back a couple things. One, Rustan, just in the midst of you having that conversation, I was wondering, is there some sort of crossover because you were talking about the was it M1? And I apologize, I'm probably talking about my Mac, but they're
M
basic
squared.
M squared. Thank you kindly.
Yep.
Do you think there's some way to write a script to process out or remove the armature or replace the armature? You know, kind of like
Yeah,
Yeah.
going to
MML
VRM.
is just a text file basically that tells you where the GLB is, and if you're going
Gotcha.
to add wearables, it would include the wearable GLB files. So the GLB files have the armature. So basically, I mean, you could create a GLB with the Decentraland armature, put that in the MML, and then have Decentraland read the MML to identify the Decentraland GLB, and that should work. And then Decentraland would just turn it on. But I was also thinking along the lines of like to not have collections have to re-rig to a Decentraland armature and just have
Totally.
their own avatars. But like that way could be better. I mean, because then they could actually use the wearables. It might look kind of funny on certain avatars, but they could potentially find some that fit pretty rad, and rock that.
I
Yeah,
got
Make. I would say that tooling that he was referring to, it takes MMLs and it spits out VRMs. Like so,
gotcha.
yeah. So
Totally.
it's like you can just do that in bulk, make that kind of like a median between the two lands and so on. So or file types rather.
So I've already suggested this to the some of the wearable foundation teams like the Link Wearables. We worked pretty extensively a couple years ago, a couple times. But I did propose something, and I'm just going to put it in the CBD as it's never been vocalized. But I think it's like, and as we're having this discussion, it makes a lot of sense. Like, I think there's an update to what Link wearables are, and there is like to me in my mind, I'm going to do my best to kind of lightly do it, but I'm going to almost describe it to simple it down as Mr. Potato Head. I think an update that would be fantastic for Decentraland as a way to welcome in, crypto bytes or others is to be like, hey, here is your base male avatar, male, female, female avatar, and here are 10 slots for your Link wearables or whatever. And it's like, here's a welcoming in to a community where you could go the Link wearable route and build it out like almost like a sub menu for your wearables if they're linked, where you could help a community grow and they could build those extensions over time. And having gone through the process, I actually feel like there is definitely a way to get there that would be even less barrier to entry that currently exists. And there is, by the way, way less a barrier than there was just a year or two ago. I don't even know where we are time wise anymore, but I really feel like it would be an incredible new way to re-welcome people and turn the Link wearable process from like a hey, come figure this out and good luck to welcome to the Decentraland community. Here's how we can help you grow. And I see it pretty clearly. I've already like discussed it at quite a length. I know we're not there yet, but I do think it is time to reinvestigate how we're doing that. So I just want to throw that out. But think Mr. Potato Head for NFT projects.
Hey, if I could run around as a little pudgy penguin, like half the size of you guys, and just like pew 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 pew, kind of like they do on Pudgy Party. I know. They already like I can already kind of do that, but that I would be so happy, like so happy to do that. And I'd make those sound effects the whole time. Pew pew pew.
Says the girl who will shoot you in the face on Fortnite quicker than anybody in this room. Like, if you have a problem, if you are getting bullied on Fortnite
Yep.
by a child 13 to
Yep.
whatever,
I'm gonna
you
make them
just
cry.
bring Knessa in to shoot them in the face. That happy pudgy just turns into a vicious killer.
That's right. I'm gonna make another push for Unreal this season. I had to like it took me like 8 months to come down from making it 18% away from Unreal, and the servers wouldn't let me in, and so I had to chill. I may have bought myself some Fortnite jewelry, 14 karat gold, and I haven't opened it, and I will not open it until I hit Unreal, my friends. So
I thought you were going to say Christmas. Like,
no,
Christmas sounds a
no,
lot less
no.
painful than waiting for a crown achievement, but I'm
Yeah,
into it.
yeah. I don't know. I don't
Speaking
know.
of, I owe you a unicycle video. I have pumped up my tire. It is
Yeah,
back in
you
my possession.
do.
It is out of storage. There's a unicycle video
And
coming your way, and
and you should
it's
just
gonna be
send.
in New York City, so maybe CryptoBite will hang out.
Good gosh, crypto bullies. If you see
Yep.
somebody on a unicycle, it's,
I
it's
have
probably
questions. I have
yeah.
questions.
in the winter
Jeez.
too.
In the way, like, you must have some snow tires on that thing. Something. Yeah, you're a brave man, braver than I. I wouldn't be on one wheel in the middle of a icy road in the city. Oh man, good luck.
Black snow. Watch out for the black snow.
You
No,
know,
it's the yellow one you got to watch out for 100%.
when you
The
got
brown
one
ones.
tire, you just let it all hang out and see what happens.
How long you been riding unicycles? Random
You know,
question.
I have an immense amount of hobbies. I think that's the bigger truth to this. Like, I really
All
have a
right.
lot of
How about
hobbies.
this
So,
then? What
but
is
I
your
can get
second
down.
favorite? What is your second favorite hobby to do at the same time while riding a unicycle? Like,
Try.
we're all
I
multitaskers here.
I can't double dip. I don't have those kind of unicycle skills. I have rode it though in Manhattan 100%. I've ridden it in the Bronx. I've ridden it in Brooklyn. I didn't ride it that much in Colorado. You can't go anywhere in Colorado. At least you could get to a bodega with a one wheel here, but like you hit Colorado, you need a few tires.
That's hilarious. Oh my god. Yeah, I could just imagine you like rolling down Grand Concourse on a unicycle.
Look at that! Look at that cracker riding around on that one wheel. Jeez, look at him go! He's skinny
Yeah,
too.
fun fact, right? They have like, fucking electric engines on like everything now, right? Like like scooters and all that. When electric unicycle? Like, is that a thing?
I think the problem is it's more like a fixed gear. Like I used to ride fixies too all over the city, and that wheel always has to turn. Those pedals always got to move. Like on all those electric things, you ain't moving your feet when that motor's telling you to go. You
What if it's
your
like
own man.
one of those like
A
those
gyroscope,
hoverboards? Yeah, exactly,
yeah, the
exactly.
one wheel, or
Yeah.
even like the mall cop thing. We've got mall cops in Decentraland.
Exactly, but one wheel, that would be hilarious, bro. I mean,
But
you'd lose the leg muscles for sure. But
uh, you
yeah.
ain't putting in no work though. Either way, I just try not to fall on my face most of the time when I ride it these days. It's been a while. Uh, I did win $500. My son videotaped me for an X, like on an X space. Some dude was just giving away money. It was bizarre. I won $500 because I proved I could ride a unicycle.
when the random things you do earns you some yield, you do not question it. Just accept it.
Officially, unicycle paid itself back, but there was quite a rare unicycle wearable that Canessa had, and I wanted one so bad, and she graciously, and Dr. Drip, I actually currently, and it's quite a contention. But the reality is, I have two unicycles, and I love each one individually and totally.
Just, you know what? Just send it to Dr. Drip. We will work out a joint
We
custody
just
agreement.
have a
But
borrowing
just
system.
send it to Drip so that he can use it, and
A
we'll
hundred
figure it out.
percent.
We'll figure
It's
it out.
all, hey, we moved, we're back, we're situated, unicycles being returned, everybody's happy. Dreams do come true in Decentraland. We out here, folks.
You know what? Maybe I can trade him a unicycle for a chicken someday. And like these are the conversations that we really have here. Like, I'll trade you a unicycle for a chicken. Um, but yes, like these are the talents we possess.
So I see that we're about 21 minutes over time, and we have not heard from Sinex. Welcome, Sinex. I hope I said your name correctly, but if I didn't, please correct me. How are you today?
Maybe you speak sign language.
And it's
Mm.
always fun when you get put on the spot and you're like you've been listening the whole time and then you
Oh,
run to the bathroom or something. So
there he is. There he is. He's
hi.
back from the bathroom.
GM guys.
Hello, hello. How are
G-
you?
How are you, ma'am? I'm good. Actually, first of all, English is not my first language, so I'm just trying. Okay.
That's all good.
Actually, I'm an InfoFi guy. I'm new in this space, so you are doing a space. I'm jumped here, so I'm just listening what you're talking about Decentraland. So thank you for
Man just
connecting with
said,
me.
"Thank you for letting me farm your space. Appreciate that."
Oh, crypto bullies, you can farm our space anytime you like. But
No, I'm saying that's what Sinex just said. He's like, "I'm a some info guy. Thank you for letting me up here. I can get some points. Let's score." Oh my! I
uh,
love the honesty. I love the honesty.
yes, yes, indeed. But dude, crypto bullies, I'm so happy to have met you today, and I definitely want to stay in touch. Maybe perhaps in the future I can invite you to my Monday night talk show, and we can learn and highlight Pixel Pals a little more, as well as everything that you do besides, like, your NFT project.
Yeah, absolutely. Love to. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I got you guys. We added each other. I think I just joined the right Discord. I gotta do the verification, and all that. But yeah, love to have a conversation and see where else we can meet up on here, man. I'm here all the time. Again, mostly in this ape chain echo chamber lately, but I'm breaking back out. I was always kind of all over the place prior to the last year and change. So I'm trying to break back out and spread a little love, spread a little love.
Yep, yep, exactly. And also, I did send you a friend request on Discord, and I also shared with you the like a link to the community building Decentraland Discord if you need it, if you need one. Um, so like once you accept, they'll probably be there in your inbox.
Yeah, I got you. I'll add you. I think that's probably the one I just. It's the host, right? So they had a Discord link in the description. I think I
Ah,
just joined that one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh, okay. Let me take a look here. See,
Yeah,
okay,
I do a
that's
little work too, Like I'm not gonna, I do some
a
digging,
little detective
Can't be
work.
spoon fed everything.
All right, so I just gave you new user role and advanced user role, so you should be able to chat in like group chats. You'll be able to join voice chats and join along the conversations and post pictures and gifs and stuff like that.
Perfect. Fun random fact about me. like I said, I'm a dev, right? A facility dev, most recently, but I've been a dev for way, way longer than I care to admit. I'm 36, been coding since I was 15, so it goes down that line. Either way, since 2021, I've been really diving into solidity contracts, building some and reading some to people. So I'll be on spaces reading, like some of the most like recent activations and diving into those contracts. And so I like to dig. I like to dig. And if it's as simple as like reading your description and clicking a link that I trust, of course, Discord, I trust Discord links, then of course, you'll find me in there. So, yeah, just a random little fact about me.
Love it. Love it. Okay. So, no more requests. I mean, we covered all the topics we'd like to cover for today. What do you if so, what do you think about it starting to wind down, Kanessa?
Well, considering we were ready for like 20 minutes to talk, and that was 3 hours and 20 minutes ago, I think we've had a great space. Like I'm actually surprised because I thought we were going to talk about the music fest and then just like hop around to music, and instead we're like breaking down some bigger barriers with like Ape Chain and bridging like Decentraland, what it's based off of, to like branching out, which is really where eventually it'll get to that space where it needs to evolve. So thank you everybody for these like unexpected conversations today. Really cool to see like doors opening where you didn't even know there was a door, you thought it was a wall there. So cool, so cool.
And I mean, just to add to that, it's also like exciting to like it feels like we've refreshed our energy. This festival has restarted the energy or refreshed the energy within our community. Like there's a lot of excitement and a lot of new friends joining us as well. Like it feels like the sky's the limit.
I'm just gonna jump in real quick and say huge shout down there to one of my absolute fan favorites, Light Dot Soul, an absolute real one, OGMFer. Love me some you family. And I love this Decentraland community so much. Thank you so much for the opportunity to grow alongside of y'all. And rip with Mew Mew.
Love you, Make.
And I just love connecting with the artists that have come in. Like while you guys have been chatting, I've been chatting in DMs, and I'm like, all right, let's get a party going. So it's been awesome just to see like new talent, different talent come in. So if you're a musician and you came to Decentraland for Music Fest and you want to see yourself on the main stage sometime, like I don't know, just throw out a DM. If it's on X, I'll probably miss it. But if it's on Discord or in World, like hit me up because this is it's cool. There's some opportunities that that we have being in Decentraland to help people get that kind of exposure. And so yeah, don't be shy or just be a little bit shy. But find us. Let's get this stuff going.
Yes, and Crypto Bullies, last question I have for you, because like I'm in your Pixel Pals website, and where would I go to mint one, or are they all minted out? The secondary.
So fun fact, Pixel Pals is an OG project on ApeChain, but we have an active open migration, contract migration. So we launched in October 25th last year via a launch pad that's pretty much made everything immutable. So unfortunately, because of all the custom stuff I wanted to build, I decided I wanted to make new contracts. And so the only way to really get it is either the OG contract or the new contract on a secondary marketplace. If you grab one from the OG, you can go to the level up tab in the menu in order to migrate it. It's a quick, seamless migration. And that gives you access to pretty much everything. The customization, the on-chain, put your art on-chain. The OG one was IPFS PNGs. The new one is actual on-chain SVG pixel art. So that'll be your basically entry into the project. I'd love to onboard you guys as well too. So we got Kane, we got Simple, we got Make, Alan, And shout out to Roostin as well. I'll throw you another power, just for the love as well. So I'll be shooting you guys over a DM to get your wallet addresses. Nobody randomly please send me a DM. I hate people trying to, scam these opportunities and fake profiles. I have you guys. I'll send you DMs. I'll get your wallets and I'll shoot you over your first pal. They'll already be migrated, so you can kind of get the experience. If you do want to grab an OG pal and migrate it, that helps to contribute to my end goal is eventually get everything migrated. But again, a couple random facts. One, the art is on chain under new contract. Two, everything is fully customizable. You could change the name, you could change the background color, you could change the equipped traits. You can collect traits over time. You can open up trait packs and to reveal trait cards. You can apply those trait cards to basically grant access to that trait to your pal. And you can actually use the creator tools that I have. So one of them is actually you can create your own overlay. You pay 1 ape to add it to the contract. This puts your art on chain, and it's a creator economy. So holders are able to then pay 0.25 ape to unlock that overlay you created. You get 80% of every sale forever. So after 5 sales, you made your 1 ape investment back, and every subsequent sale you get 0.2 ape back forever. So it's a really cool way to kind of incentivize people to try to put, first of all, to contribute to the aesthetic of the collection in terms of the PFPs. Obviously, that won't create like a 3D counterpart. Only official traits have both 2D and 3D, but that's a community created and curated trait category overlays that allows you to passively earn ApeCoin over time through community curation. So it's a really cool on-chain economy. It's probably the easiest way you can get your art on-chain, without having to do any deployments or mint anything. You literally just use the 32 by 32 pixel canvas, pay 1 ape to add it to the contract, and then over time, people just collect it and use it. And we've seen people make 5, 10 times as much as they invested through community curation, just organically too, right? So try it out. I mean, that as a holder, you get access to the tools. Don't feel like you're obligated to use them, but I always, it's an incentivized thing to just be like, hey, try it out, and you might earn some really good investment, return on that investment, your time and the 1 ape. So, little cost for a fun utility. But the main utility obviously is like fully customizable on-chain 2D avatars, art that has avatars that reflect your customizations in real time. So
nice. Thank you for the explanation. And yes, I also found the Pixel Pals on OpenSea. I do see that there are some original these are the OGs and. Am I correct with that?
Yeah, so sorry. If it says Pixel Pals, that's the OG. If it says Pixel Pals, the level up, those are already migrated. There's a migration cost of 8 which basically it's a burn to claim mate. You get the same asset, but everything's on chain and everything I just said.
Nice. All right. Well, I'm definitely going to be checking these out myself personally. So if you need the link, I can definitely share that with you. Any final thoughts, Crypto Bullies, that you'd like to leave everyone with?
Yeah, I was to say, I was on my walk with the dogs. Kind of followed a couple of people that I've gotten to know over the last year into the space, and organically was able to connect with you guys. And I think you guys are a vibe. It's crazy to see Decentraland is still, cooking after all these years. I've been disconnected, but that literally was my first metaverse party. I ended up in some bar. My first digital wearable. I ended up getting those tips that I was talking about. And my first experience in terms of like a Web3 decentralized metaverse. And here it is, full circle. I built my own stuff. And now thinking about, not thinking about, I would love to do it, getting, our inputs into Decentraland. So yeah, I'm looking forward to, connecting you guys further. Thank you for having me up here, of course. And you guys have been, great. Like, honestly, I love the conversation. I love the vibes, and looking forward to connecting again on future spaces and in this one.
Yeah, there's nothing better than, organic connections. Like when you find a group of people just organically, yeah. I feel like those are the best. Really appreciate you coming up and speaking with us, introducing yourself. yeah, I'm looking forward to what we can all cook up together. Alrighty,
Absolutely. Thanks again.
you're welcome. And okay, Alan, if you're there, still there, do you have any final thoughts?
Hey, not really. Just thanks again, everyone. Thank you, Sin, Nessa, for what you're doing. And I'll just leave it at that. Enjoy the rest of the day and the final day here at the festival. Thanks, everyone.
LFG, LFG, LFG. Thank you, Alan, for speaking with us today and also giving us the nice tour of the build. It was a nice little gathering that we had, a day 2 or round 2 gathering.
Absolutely.
Let's pass it over to Make. Do you have any final thoughts, Make?
Just so incredibly grateful right now for new friends, old friends, and the opportunities Decentraland has provided me to grow alongside wonderful people. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? That's why your boy a kid called Make. We fucking out here, DCL for us. Let's go!
LFG. And now let's pass it over to the lovely.
Yeah, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for those who picked up the OP badge. Dawn on it, that is closed. So we had the people able to collect. Congrats, you got it. If you didn't, next week we'll be back. So week 182 wrapping up, and then in 20 minutes, I think there's a special the ABC of Decentraland tour going on that they're going to tour the different builds, and then guys, you gotta be there tonight for Eastside. That is the closing concert. You don't want to miss that. But there's things going on all day, so don't hydrate, go eat some food, and then more coffee, and then maybe run around the block, and then just get back by your computer, and then just stay plugged in all day. Great. Thank you.
Oh man, Vanessa, you're gonna be disappointed. My exercises will be me just ripping the panella fur until I can't breathe, opening my lungs up.
No judgment. No judgment.
You should get yourself a unicycle.
Meg, we've already gone over this. There is the unicycle has at least one too many, or one too little wheels for me to be just alrighty, and yeah, thank you everyone. Today's space has been a blast. I am truly grateful for all of you that have, attended the Kid Called Beast Party Pack. Amazing sets by the performers. Make you had an incredible set, and don't let them tell you otherwise, Make. But I think I have come to the conclusion because you were tied for Toxic Wife present the question earlier. What are your favorites? You were tied with Office Drummer, but I think my dog Make may have taken the top spot. And shortly after Office Drummer's performance, in the favorite new performance of the day. Love you, Meg.
Love you, man. And real quick, huge love to Nate Guffey, who absolutely also just pulled up with Slayed the Beast Party Pack. We love you, brother. NFT Record Shop for life. We don't get better without everybody. I'm going to remember this.
I think so too. I think as far as music festivals go, in my personal list, this one's up there with the 2021 festival. Thank you for, even to all the friends that are here in the space, and even all the friends that have been attending the music festival. New friends, old friends, returning friends. I love to see every single one of them, and it makes me grateful. When I see an old friend I haven't seen in a while, it kind of makes me reminisce a little bit about the past what it was like. And crypto bullies definitely got to pop into the Decentraland here soon. I don't know if like you've been back since years ago, but we are on a client 2.0 now. This client is 2,000,000% better than the experience that was there like 2021, 22, 23.
Oh yeah,
So
I'm looking forward to it. I think last time I was in here, I was looking at N64 graphics or something like that. But
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We got the N64 graphics and the green walls. Do you remember the green walls?
Yeah, I remember the
Nah,
green ones.
nah,
Wind
homie, we don't have no
textures.
green walls. We don't have no green walls no more. On the Decentraland, we could see out as far as the eye can see, where our pixels will allow us on our monitors.
Perfect, perfect. All right, yeah, I'll
Uh,
definitely meet you there. I did DM you guys as well for those wallets, and I'll be sending those over today. So thank you again.
yes, sir. No, thank
All right,
you. Thank
I'm
you.
gonna
It's
drop
a
off.
very
We
special
got
moment.
like a little event going on in the other side. I'm gonna show up for the piles in my collection and stuff. So, yeah, love to see you guys there too. Just like I'll see you at the Decentraland. I hope to see you guys jumping in there. I'll send you the piles as soon as possible. I don't know what you guys got going on, but every Saturday there's usually like an event hosted by the community within here, not like the overall greater Ape Chain community. So I think definitely find your way in there and show up for the piles. I'll send you some piles now and hope to catch you in there. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, get to the event that you're going to right now. I would love to give you some clout within the community and like just show up and be like, I am here because Crypto Bully is here. That, like
That's
that's my
so.
thing.
Yeah. No, do it for the vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll take the clout. The clout comes organically, but 100%, brother. I'm sending. I
Well,
saw you sent yours, so I'll be sending you over some piles. And same thing, Canes and everybody. Definitely send that over. Thank you.
yeah. Well, I mean, it would be for the vibes, 100%. Because without you telling me about it, I wouldn't have been there. So, I mean, it's kind of the truth if we think about it.
I
All
accept.
right.
I accept.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, I guess that is a wrap for our week 182 of the community building Decentraland Tech Spaces. It was a great one. Love you all. Take care. Bye.